All right, so at the end of this episode, we're going to announce something. We launched a new product with Bona Traffic Go we talked about. So we're going to do a giveaway. All right, so we're going to do it at the end of the show. Hello and welcome to another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. I'm Wayne Highlander, Director of Sales for Bona Adhesives.
I'm Rob Johnson from the Bona Training.
How are we, Rob?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm real good. Thank you.
Were you in Texas this week, or was that last week?
Last week.
This week, where were you?
Home.
Nice.
Great state of Tennessee.
I was there.
That's right. That's right. You were in Tennessee.
Yeah,
too.
That was two. Everybody's like, when's Wayne coming? Is Wayne coming to the class?
Oh, shit.
I said,
yeah.
Listen, man, he's not that guy anymore. Okay.
You're like Journey without the lead singer.
Exactly. Yeah. We're using the new guy.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. We did have a lot of people asking for you.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
Well, that's very nice. That's cool.
And I kept saying, yeah, he's not really doing anything this week. I'm really shocked he's not here. But
well, he's too good to come down now.
Yeah.
No. I was in Texas while you were in Tennessee. God, when did you leave? I probably missed you by a day. I bet I missed you by a day. Did you leave on Thursday?
I left last night around 8:00.
What time did I get in?
The week before we did a 2-day school in North Carolina. So we have been cranking out the schools. I think in the month of May, the tech and training guys, we did almost 15 events. We did over 15 events.
It's incredible. I missed you by an hour at the Nashville airport.
Oh, that's too bad. We could have listened to some music.
Thank God. Yeah.
Walking through that airport is the crazy. I've walked through that airport and seen 3 or 4 live music acts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All the time.
In the airport.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. That airport is doubled.
It's insane.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, think of all the airports and everything. Nashville, live acts and music, everything.
Yeah.
Blows you
crazy.
away.
All right, so let's talk about the U.S. World Wood Flooring Market Update by NWFA. Michael Martin, President and CEO, put this together.
This is something, huh? This was.
Oh man, I thought there's some very interesting stuff in here.
Every wood floor guy out there should take a look at this.
Yeah,
it's going to help you on your. I think it's going to help you. Definitely, it's going to help you sell. Absolutely.
Well, it's good to be informed. I thought something that jumped out at me that was very interesting to me. The product type of flooring that's being sold today, the percentages, engineered floors. Well, I'll just go about say this: solid site finished floors. Solid site finished floors. Do you know what makeup they are of the entire flooring that's being sold?
Solid site finished floors.
Yeah. Don't be looking it up, homie.
I'm not. Please. Okay. I would take it.
Yeah.
I'm a numbers guy. I'm pretty good with numbers usually.
Okay. All right. Give it to me.
All right. What do I get if I'm within 2 points?
A handshake.
From you?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's a lot.
That's okay. Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say 30%.
Wow. No handshake coming anywhere close.
You're kidding me.
Would you believe 9%? 9% of the flooring installed today is solid site finished floors.
That can't be possible.
Engineered floors make up 62%. 28% is solid pre-finished flooring, and 1% is parquet. It's amazing to me. I was in warehouses 5 years ago that was 85% was solid unfinished, and I've gone back 5 years later, and it was all opposite of that. 80%.
What did you say? Go back to that. What did you say 68% was?
I said 62% was engineered floors. 28% is solid pre-finished floors. Again, I want to give NWFA credit for all this because we're not smart enough to know anything ourselves. And this is their presentation. I was just blown away by that. So,
all right. So I want to get back to this a little bit. So 28% is pre-finished.
28% is solid pre-finished.
Solid pre-finished.
Yeah. 62% is engineered.
62 is engineered, and 9 is solid unfinished.
Yeah. 1% parquet.
Okay. All right. Now I get what I was thinking. When you said the percentage of floors being installed, percentage of wood floors being installed. And I know we're a wood floor company, so I should have been a little quicker on the uptake there.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I'll go in the report.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to yawn.
Yeah. All right. Board width. So 40%.
Wait.
Okay, you want to do it again?
I want to do it again because I just asked my class when I was doing the adhesives.
Mm-hmm.
I did the adhesives for you this week,
Oh, I know you did. Thank you, sir, very much.
Yeah. I was your adhesives man this week.
Oh, yeah, I was in good hands. Thank you.
Yeah. I banged that thing out in 3.5 minutes.
Oh, man.
I don't know what takes you 3 hours.
Oh, man, thank you.
But I did ask my class, because we were talking about glue nail assists. And I said, what is our number one? Well, what are you guys seeing out there as far as board widths?
Yeah.
And, well, I got 2 answers, and they were 5 and 7, they were saying. 5 and 7.
Okay. That's what they're seeing?
That's what they said.
All right.
And these are all Southern boys.
Okay. 40% of the board widths being installed are greater than 4 inches.
Okay.
40% are 2.5 to 3 inches. 15% is 3.1 to 4 inches. And 5% is less than 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches.
So 2 1/4.
Yeah.
Is dead.
Gosh, man, isn't it? That is.
How can you say that?
That is unreal.
2 1/4 is dead.
Yeah. That blows me away.
Is insane.
That was our bread and butter, man. That was 85% of our jobs for so
Let's
long.
throw this number out there too. If 2 1/4 is dead, how about 2 1/4 red oak? That was all we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
We never did white oak.
No, that's crazy.
White oak was cheaper, much cheaper.
Yeah.
Everything was 2 1/4 red.
Yep. People are still liking the natural characteristics, the knots, the mineral streaks, and the color variations. Again, I was telling someone the other day, we were looking at samples in the showroom. I said, all this stuff right here, we culled out. All this stuff right here on the job, you would never install it back in the day. It would get thrown out. Knots, mineral streaks and stuff, and all that character that we love today. I loved it back then, but
people called it culling. I used to just put it under the refrigerator and the stove and in a closet and stuff like that. I don't want to throw anything away.
Colors that are out. Colors out are on the way out. Gray, white, and very dark.
Wow.
Colors that are in. Natural look and medium hues.
You know what? Bum just told me that last week.
No kidding.
Yeah. He's been using Clear Seal, and he said, what did you guys know that nobody else knew?
Mm-hmm.
I said, why? He goes, I'm starting to see people wanting natural colors, and they're loving the Clear Seal.
Yeah.
He goes, hey. I said, well, there's some people in there that, I hate to tell you this, might be a little bit brighter than your dad.
Well, I talked to a colorist the other day for Bona, one of the people that work with the lab and the colors and stuff, and they said grays were going out. But grays. I kind of warmed up to them a little bit. They said very dark floors are going out. I love dark floors. I've always loved dark floors. I think they're rich and beautiful looking. Might be a little more work to keep them up, but I love the look of them.
I like the darker browns, not the darker
Yeah.
charcoals.
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's,
All right,
that's what I like.
you asked about red oak versus white oak. I think you're going to be surprised on this.
All right.
White oak is 31% of the floors being installed. Red oak is 36%. They're
Really?
pretty close. Yeah. I was surprised by that too. Yeah. The rest is very small amounts of different stuff, whatever.
You know, when you were talking about the widths and and the what we used to do, 2.25.
Yeah.
I think Bum was in probably 7th or 8th grade, and he was working a lot with me one summer. So that was the summer that he learned how to rack a floor, and but a lot of the most of the work was all 2.25.
Yeah.
Teach him how to rack 2.25, and I'm not a fast installer, so
Yeah.
it was easy for him to keep up with me.
Wow.
So I don't know, a couple months into working that year, that summer, we're doing a 3-5-7. You remember 3-5-7s?
Yep. Yep.
And we would peg them,
Yep.
drill
Yep.
them out, put the little walnut bungs in there.
Yep.
So that was the job we were doing.
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
So he is just shocked because, he's a young kid, first season, and we're just blasting away on this job. It's 3-5-7. He's used to 2.25.
That's a trip, man.
And he's like, Dad,
Yeah.
we should do this all the time.
Yeah.
He goes, we're going to be done. We're going to be done today.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And he is just enamored with this.
That's too
So,
funny.
The homeowner, she's dying to see her floor, right? She is just dying to see her floor. And she makes a site visit around lunchtime. So I'm walking and talking with her. Look at you yawning.
I'm with you.
That was a trick yawn.
It was.
You can't fool me. I saw that.
I know. I'm
The
being
clenched jaw. Right
respectful,
there.
but I'm
Good
still
job.
with you.
That's it. Yeah. So the homeowner is walking around, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, this is going to be so great," and blah blah blah. And meanwhile, Bum decides he's going to. He walks over and he goes, "Hey, Dad. I was thinking." Because it's going so much faster, do you charge less money for installing?
In front of her?
Right. Yeah. Like she's standing right next to me.
Oh, man.
And this just, out of all the things to pop into his head, I don't think he had ever mentioned money or square foot price or anything. And he's like, is it cheaper to install this because we're going so fast? And I'm like, there's no freaking way he just said that in front. Now,
wow.
She's just staring at me now.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah,
A little awkward.
Yeah. So now I'm, chicken on a hot plate dancing, well, I got to do this and we still got to drill out the bungs and we got to, that ride home, I'm like, listen, here's the deal. Don't talk. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't talk. If anybody walks into the room, no more talking for you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you knew Bum, especially, well, now he's changed, but back then, he never said a word. Okay. He never talked.
That was the one time.
That was the one time, right? That he was going to talk.
Wow. That's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the good
Thanks,
thing
son.
is he's got 2 boys of his own.
Yeah, there you go.
They're working the jobs. He's got 6. He's got the Johnson 6th generation out there. Both of his boys are working with him. So
that's awesome.
It'll get him,
Oh yeah, it'll come back.
They'll get him.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Well, that blows
Oh,
me away
yeah,
that red oak is still
yeah,
over white oak. Wow.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy. What do members see as the biggest threat to real wood floors? As you can imagine, jumps off the charts is LVT, WPC, SPC, all that kind of stuff. Jumps off the charts, and the next in line would be probably laminate floors or other, listed as other. Carpet is zero. Tile is very little. Natural stone. It is LVT, LVP type of products. I'm telling you, I don't know. We talk about it too much. I just think it's got to come back. One of these days, someone's going to realize that, all the different stuff and claims associated with it and everything is going to come back. But
Yeah, what we need to do is get testimonials from people in the 90s who bought Pergo instead of hardwood floors,
yeah,
and then 15 years later had to rip them out and put in hardwood floors.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right. Lookalike products are also making an impact. With the waterproof, scratch-proof claims, lookalike is like, or they're good enough. Is the feeling. So, but through COVID, the desire for real high-end quality products has started to come back. Good enough quality is not good enough anymore. Kind of COVID changed the consumer's thinking, and they're spending more time at home. You want to look down, and you want to enjoy the environment that you're in. So it's starting to make a comeback. All right.
Carpet. You say carpet's at zero?
Yeah. Yeah, carpet's dead.
You know what's funny is I would say at every class I've had in the last few years, there's been at least one or two carpet guys there,
Wow.
whether they're carpet cleaners or carpet guys,
Mm,
and they all say the same thing. Their businesses, they're
dead.
losing business.
Yeah. Yeah.
One guy gave a little speech. He goes, "You guys are killing me. All you do is tear my stuff out, throw it away."
Wow. That's interesting.
So now I'm joining.
Yeah.
You can't beat him. Join him. Come
You
on
know,
in.
it's funny every time you watch HDTV homes or whatever, and they're showing new homes to clients, and they go, and this is all carpet. Oh, carpet.
Oh,
Oh, it's carpet.
can
Oh,
you? That is hysterical, isn't it? I mean,
yeah,
I'm not a fan of these shows. I think I've made that pretty clear. Pauline just loves these shows, so if I want to spend time with my wife, I have to watch these. But just the look on some homeowners' face when they walk in
yeah,
and they're walking on carpet, you would think they were walking on poison ivy. The way that, oh well, this is all gonna come out.
yeah, yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
sometimes they're like, this carpet's disgusting.
Yeah, I know.
They get violent about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. That cracks me up. The impact of lookalike floors, tighter margins. I mean, it's a race to the bottom on a lot of those floors, and there's not a lot of money to be made there for I think a lot of people, distributors and contractors alike. Everybody can do it cheaper because it's just like there's not a lot of there's not as much talent that's required to do those. Although I'm going to say, I've said it before, I think the requirements for subfloor flatness is more important than it's ever been in our tire industry. I mean, these floors, if that subfloor is not dead flat, they're very vulnerable for the tongues and grooves for damaging them and whatever. Now you got a problem. And also for hardwood floors, for wide plank, wider plank, longer plank, 5/8 material and what have you. Them subfloors really need to be flat. So anyhow, cost gap between the lookalike and the real wood is narrowed. Though in some cases they've got, the cost of engineered floors have come down, and they're not that far away from, and those floors have costs have come up a little bit. It doesn't, the cost between a real wood floor and one of those fake plastic floors is not that far away anymore.
You remember that happened with Pergo?
Yeah,
I remember that exact. That's why this whole this whole fake floor that we're going through now, and everybody's, and I said, think back if you were around, if you're old like you and me, we remember the whole Pergo thing. Like Pergo, why go with a wood floor when you got Pergo?
Yeah.
And Pergo was only 99 cents a foot, and the wood floor is going to cost you this. And Pergo was like, no sanding and, showing how disgusting we were and all this stuff. Remember?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, what happened? The more Pergo
Yeah.
they started to sell, then the price started to get creeping up.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was like, oh, we got Pergo, and now we got this special Whisper Walk underlayment. Look at that. Now we're
Yeah.
going to
Brought the
charge
price.
more and more and more. Okay. Now all of a sudden, I remember doing a price with a homeowner. We were going over the price comparison, and I was cheaper with
Yeah.
solid, unfinished, site finished, the whole deal, real wood versus the Pergo with all the
Yeah.
bells and whistles that the Pergo was going to have.
Yeah.
She was blown away because that was the whole thing is, oh, we're going to get a wood floor without the cost of a wood floor.
Yeah. Well, and that doesn't even go into the health claims and health issues that come along with these floors today. So, yeah.
Hey, I know this is off base, but I just wanted I think you're going to like this. So, when I was doing your adhesive presentation,
Uh-huh.
I did the question, right?
Okay.
I did the question of, hey, who here is testing right now? Who's testing your subfloors moisture? Now, when I do that, don't get me wrong, I'm a guy from the Northeast, okay? So I love my Northeast brothers and sisters.
Yeah. Yeah.
But usually you ask that in the class. Now, let's say it's a class of 20. You might see one or two hands go up. Your boys in Nashville, every hand went up. Every
No
company,
kidding.
every company.
That's awesome.
The discussion that we got going in on what they use, and sometimes they'll use both the calcium chloride and the RH, and
Wow.
I just sat back like, holy, look at this
Wow.
firestorm I just started
Wow.
with one
Wow.
question.
That's
So
interesting.
Highlander, you've done a good job in your home state there, man.
Mhm. Yeah. Well,
There
I'll
is
credit.
some testing sons of guns, man.
Yeah. Yep. Right on. I give Jeremiah all the credit. Jeremiah and G works that state. So yeah, good job for them.
Yeah.
Things that the NWFA's been doing. 30. Let's see. They increase American. Let me go right back down this one here first. I missed it. Educating the consumers with the research and logos and branding and industry websites and different things like that. Social media. Educating the consumers with different websites, going over the appearances and the durability and the value and the health and sustainability of hardwood floors. So they're doing a good job, the NWFA, of getting the message out about hardwood floors. So,
I don't want to take a negative spin here,
okay.
but I think I will. You and I have both run into contractors who think the NWFA is a waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
I feel if you're not utilizing, if you join the NWFA but don't utilize it, just join to join and just have a sticker on the side of your truck. Yeah, you might feel that way. They don't do anything for me.
Mm-hmm.
But man, look at all they do. I mean, with the trainings, with all the different types of trainings they do, but with information like this, these reports and the sustainability reports and all that, they're trying to help you. You just got to utilize them a little bit.
Here's the thing. I always said, like, it's like joining a gym. You could belong to the best gym in the city with the fanciest equipment, the best hours, everything. But if you don't go, then you're not gonna see any results. I don't get anything from the NWFA. They don't give you anything or me anything, or we don't have to say anything about the NWFA. But it has been such an important part of my career. I can't begin to tell you. The relationships, the networking, the information, the camaraderie of and I swear people are going to say, oh, whatever. We get nothing from the end of it. No, nor do we ask or whatever. It just to me, it makes no sense not being a member of the NWFA. And this isn't even about that. We just saw that they put this presentation out. I thought it was interesting, all the information, but I mean, I can't say enough about the schools, the training, the things I've gotten from the NWFA are so invaluable to my career. I can't begin to tell you. So I'll never say nothing but good things about the NWFA. So
Yeah, and this is out to those guys who go, nah, the NWFA doesn't do anything for us. Yeah, well, look at this report. This is
yeah,
everything that you want. This is the thing that you can bring to a homer. This is stuff that you can put in your pocket and use this during that estimate. This is just
yeah. Well, the TV advertising, Magnolia Network, the Chip and Jonah Gaines show. I'll get to that in a minute. HDTV show, Fixer Upper, 93 million home renovation viewers, purchases, extremely target audience. There's a lot there that's educating the consumers to go with hardwood floors. Now, I'm going to get back to Chip and Joanna Gaines.
because I got a story about that son of a gun. Yeah.
Do you ever watch that show? Like
that show is not allowed on in my home.
Okay. Why?
Why? Not even by mistake.
No kidding.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was on the Today Show one time, him and his fancy wife were on the Today Show. And Pauline happened to see it, and they said, coming up next, Chip, whatever his freaking name is going to show you how to sand a floor. So Pauline goes, hey, he's going to sand a floor. I go, oh, really? Is he? Now, I knew who the guy was.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So I walk out there, standing there, in the living room, arms folded, of course.
Of course. You have the stance.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. In my man stance. Yeah.
Angry white man.
So
yeah.
This guy is going to show 10 million people, whoever watched today's show, how to sand floors. Okay. So he's got, I don't know, 8x8 panel, let's say. An 8x8 panel. And he had run down to Home Depot or something and rented a big vibrating sander. Okay, we won't name names or what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. And now this dude is he's got it running, you know? He's not staying with the grain. He's not, he is running this thing. And he goes, anybody can run this. It's that simple. And you can go in any direction you want. And he's just bebopping all over this thing. He goes, you take this, you sand, you get it down. He goes, you wipe some stain on there. He goes, you can save so much money rather than hiring a professional. Now, as he's talking and saying all this, Pauline is like sitting behind going, I'm sorry. I had no idea it would be. He's literally telling everybody, don't hire a professional.
Yeah.
He said this. You don't need to hire a professional. This is something you can do yourself.
Wow.
So I turn around and I said to Pauline, I go, we're not having this on our TV anymore.
Yeah.
They're banned.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're banned. They're out.
Could
have been one of the most insulting things. I mean, I get insulted a lot when I'm working the tech line with homeowners. You know, I had done it if I had the time, or I'm a bit of a woodworker, so and they can. Yeah. I gotta bite my lip sometime. I'm supposed to be cordial to these people. But when this guy said that anybody can do this is how you can. I don't even know why. Why did you get me going on this Chip guy?
Because
why did I go there?
So I don't like the dude either. Only because he's too silly anymore. I like his wife. I think his wife is cool, but I didn't know about that about him. But I mean, I've just not been a fan of his for a long time. There was another show on HDTV that I don't like the couple either, because they basically said the same thing. Anybody could do floors. I won't mention their name. So when I told that, we don't watch these people no more. So yeah,
Who?
I see.
Mention name. I want to know who it is.
I don't want to say their name. I just
Say it.
because that way one of us, they can't fire both of us. Now I can put the spotlight on you. I'll tell you later.
That was great. I just snorted into the mic
Yeah.
on that one.
Nice. All right. What else? Educating consumers, HCTV, another one, 101 million impressions, 60 million on a network TV, 9.7 million streaming digital, 31.3 million key search social videos. It's a lot of stuff on behalf of the floor man. Here's the other thing too. Who else is doing it? Who else is doing something for us in our profession? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think for that alone, I deserve our support. Educating the pros, professional websites, realamericanhardwoodfloor.pro, architects, they're working with builders and designers. Hey, listen, by the way, I'm flying through this presentation. They do a much better job than we do at this.
You are flying through. I'm trying to keep up with you. Oh my gosh, you are moving through this thing.
Yeah. Not to mention the trade shows, competitions, the student outreach, the CEUs and that kind of stuff. The trade show alone, I absolutely love the trade show. So anyhow. All right, Rob, what else we got? We talked about that. Talked about all this. All right, that's all I got.
Boy, that gray went quick.
The gray?
That fad came in and out pretty quick, don't you think?
I bet it lasted longer than you think. Well, what did I put you over there for?
I had about 3 years of training where gray was everything.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, guys would be walking in the door on day one saying, I tried this gray and it looked terrible. Are we going to do gray? Can I try? I mean, literally every school. And it seemed like it was more in the Northeast, more in the coastal places.
Yeah.
That gray was, and it just seems like, boy, that was like kind of like a flash. I think the same thing of the wire brushing.
Yeah.
Before wire brushing, everybody wanted to see that wire brush and Sarouge, and how can we do it? And it was a great thing to show at the schools. It was a lot of fun, but that's kind of, you hear crickets now.
I think that's going away a little bit, and I also think hand scraping is going away a little bit. I think that trend is kind of going south. So I don't see the big fad around them like I used to. I'm not saying it's dead, but it's not what the craze it used to be.
No, you're right. I don't think it's dead, but boy, that's all people were talking about for a long time. That's not bad though. I don't mind it.
One thing I get out of this survey too is if it seems like there's the trend of sand and finish is the unfinished solids are 9%. If we're losing that part of that business, then as an installer, finisher, then and if, some people say, well, I don't like doing glue downs, or I don't like doing pre-finished floors. I think there's a chance to start embracing that side of the business a little bit more and be a little bit more open-minded to expand your offerings a little bit, so you can get some of that work too. So, all right.
Wait a minute. Now, what's EDP? Do you know what that is?
I know what ED is.
No, not EDP, EPD.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
You see it?
No. What slide number is it?
It's
EDP. It's 45. EDP.
Wood flooring, LCA, and EDP. Life cycle analysis.
Yeah.
and
Yeah. I
similar to
don't.
a nutrition label on EPDs. What the freak does it stand for?
I don't know. Environmental Product Declaration is what it stands for.
No way.
Yes.
Where'd you see that?
Just come on, man. It's right there in front of you.
Well, I don't have my glasses.
Look, can you see slide 43?
No, I can't see numbers.
Are you kidding? Yeah, you're too vain to wear glasses, aren't you?
No, even when I wear the glasses, I can't.
Wow.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's big enough on my screen.
I feel better about myself already.
Hell, why wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, if the little magazine next to it says Environmental Production Declaration. So,
Why don't we do this last page where it says wood is the answer?
well, look. What is the answer? Okay.
What is the answer? Building construction materials account for 40% of energy related CO2 emissions, carbon sequestered in forests. Started wood products has greatest potential. Why don't we talk about that? That's good stuff, right?
Yeah, it's real good. So go ahead.
No, I'm not doing it.
All right.
All right, I'll do it.
All right.
I'll give it a shot. Hey, Wayne, guess what? Wood is the answer.
Yeah.
Building construction materials account for 40% of energy-related CO2 emissions. Carbon sequestered in forest, stored in wood products, has the greatest potential to mitigate climate change. Bing! There you go, folks. Mitigating climate change. Hello, doctor. We're done.
All right. So let's just end with this. The benefits of wood floors are many. I mean, one, the last decades, we've all sanded floors that are 100 years old, and bring them back and they look spectacular. They can be refinished to make look like new. They can be changed for the and whatever decor. People say they don't grays if grays are out, fine. If it was a gray tile or gray carpet or whatever, you're throwing it out. Gray and look how many gray. By the way, that's funny that the grays are going out because how many LVT products out there?
Oh, I was just my youngest grandson, and speaking of youngest grandsons, we have a grandson due any minute now.
Wow, you guys are
any
a factory.
Minute. Yeah, we're churning them out here. Okay.
Yeah, congrats.
But the other day, I was at my youngest grandson's graduation from what do they call pre-K or kindergarten or nursery school? I don't know. They call it something different now. So we got to go to his class, and they did a whole little thing, graduating these little kids. And what am I walking on? A gray LVP floor.
Oh, I'll be darned.
And when you showed me this and said grays and whites are on their way out. All right, so break out the crowbar because that floor, that's it.
See
you ain't changing the color on that.
Yep. Here's the other thing. If you ever seen any of those other type of floors that get damaged, they're done. With a hardwood floor, you can repair damage, right? You can and not to mention it just in general, it's a better visual, it's a nicer look. Come on, I mean you just can't beat a hardwood floor. You walk into a room with hardwood floor, it's already a classier room. That's the bottom line. It adds class to every room that it's in. They're beautiful. They're timeless.
It's kind of like walking into a restaurant with you. You're already you walk into a restaurant with Wayne.
Absolutely.
Right over here. No, there's no waiting. Right over here. Come on.
Yeah.
Right. We get a table for you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Improves the home's value. I mean, holy smokes, we talked about that. You in these $1 million home, they're putting those floors in. They add no value to the home. It's crazy. But look at the long-term value of hardwood floors. And you look at the price. People say, "Oh, well, this one's more expensive than that one." Whatever. No, it isn't. Not by a long shot. When you look at down the road, how long the longevity of it is, how much your value of your home goes up, how much you can change the decor. It is, the value is in the hardwood floors. They say when it's like one of the best thing you can do when you're selling your house is invest in the hardwood floors, the sand and refinish. You get 140% back on that.
I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that, what that will do for your bottom line when you're selling your house. One
Yeah.
of the biggest things real estate agents want you to do,
Yeah.
if you have those floors, refinish them.
Well, and here's
That
the
is
other
one
thing
of the
too.
biggest improvements that real estate agents make.
Yeah.
They're not talking about those fake floors. They're not
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, this
No.
fake floor, that's the way to go."
And here's the other thing too that gets me is that they are by leaps and bounds more environmentally friendly. So if we talked about climate change and concern for climate change, and how can you say one and then have the other? You know, I don't understand that. You know what I mean?
So, Wayne and I just would like to thank everybody who's been listening with us, whether you just started or you've been with us for the past 5 years. We're really excited that we are starting our 6th year of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. So one of the things that we want to do is we got some Bose, I think they're Bose headsets or Bose speakers or something like that. And, you know, to get your chance to win that because of our 6th year, just tag us on social media with a picture of you using the new Traffic Go, and our winners will get some nice stuff. I don't know. We'll make sure you get something. What do you think, Wayne?
Well, yeah, have enough Bose speakers to do 3 people, I think, 3 companies.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be the first 3.
First 3?
Yeah, 1 per company. How about that?
What about the guy who comes in 4th?
You know what? I got some hats. I got
there. Cool. That's it.
I got
it. Let's see the tags out there, folks.
Yeah,
we'll get you some stuff. We'll take care. We'll take care of you.
There you go.
We'll take care of you.
I'm going to give you Eileen's phone number. 303.
Is this her home number?
Yeah.
There you go.
I won't do that. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everybody for listening. Appreciate it. Rob and I appreciate it more than you know. Thanks for everything. I hope everything's going well for everybody out there and for our longtime listeners, especially and the new ones. Like Rob said, we appreciate it very much. And this is another episode of On the Floor with Wayne and Rob. Please stay tuned for another episode.